Today's back day.
What's up, Amp Nation? That's correct. Today is back day. Or was back day, I should say. So I'm going to get right into it. Simple stuff here. I'm trying to make these workouts 30 minutes or less. You know me by now, and I'm all about maximum efficiency in the gym for maximum muscle gain. Let's go. All right, so I'm doing a little lat stretch here. Talked about it in my last video. I do a lat stretch or whatever the exercise or muscle group at hand. I'll stretch and then I'll immediately strengthen. So here I did a little lat stretch. Now I'm going into an isolated lat exercise to engage the lats. Obviously I did both sides. 20 reps on the exercise and about 30 to 45 second hold on the stretch. I did each side 2 times. Gets my body nice and prepped for the work at hand. Obviously I'm doing lats and traps, rhomboids, rear delts today, so it just made sense. By turning my head underneath, I'm getting even deeper into that lat, pushing my hips back, rotating my thumbs down. With this, make sure your thumbs are up, pinkies are down. Do your best not to rotate your shoulder internally or forward. When you do that, your front delts and chest takes over, and for this particular exercise you want to isolate your lats. Mobilize and then strengthen, doing a little upper back stretch here obviously, or mobilization on the foam roller. Finding the funk. I usually do 3 to 4 positions with my shoulders. Hands straight out, parallel to the floor. Second, change up my hand positioning or my shoulder positioning, making sure my scapula and my shoulder blades are on the foam roller. Third position, I'll interlace my hands behind my head, open up my elbows. Give myself a nice big hug. Just go left and right. Finding the funk. Usually those are the areas that need the most work or most attention. Armpit height, about 2 inches in towards your spine. There's like a really nasty area for me personally. So I'll dig around in there for a few minutes. And then obviously I go right into some kind of strengthening exercise. Today I did face pulls. Just to activate those upper back muscles, traps, rhomboids, rear delts. First 2 exercises of this back workout were a neutral grip pull down, keeping my elbows in front, driving my elbows into my lats, stopping when that bar is just about parallel or level with my chin, holding for a good 1 to 2 second squeeze. Make sure those lats are fired up. See my shoulders raise up, and then I'm driving them down without bending my elbows. So I'm initiating the movement with my lats. Immediately followed up with a banded lat pullover. Arms straight, driving down into my lats. Pushing out actually on the way back. And really try to squeeze my lats to bring that PVC back in. I went down to my knees because I wasn't getting enough resistance when I was standing, and I wanted to create that resistance throughout the movement. I did 4 sets here, superset, 20, 15, 12, 10 on the pull down, and 4x20 on the pullover. Chris Barakat over at Competitive Breed told me, take your shirt off, dude. The viewers want to see your hairy ass back. So, shout out to Chris Barakat. Next up, I did a low cable row. I use 2 handles here, and I try to pull my elbows out at the top. Also, Chris had a great video about proper lat activation, pushing your arms down first before bringing them back towards your waist for maximum lat activation. Did 4 sets here. My last set I did a drop set. My drop sets could last 3 to 5 minutes until I get bored or I physically can't pick the weight up. This is more of a thickening exercise, I feel. Mid back, lower lats, traps. For my cardio component on this particular day, I did rack pulls. Worked my way up until I got to a 5 rep max. Damn, my triceps are fired up. They're all knotted up right here. I like to see that. Anyhow, every minute on the minute, I did 5 rack pulls, adding weight each set until I got to a good working 5 rep weight. I believe it was 405 here. I did 10 sets of 5. So every minute on the minute, I did 5 reps. Incorporated some strength, but also obviously conditioning component. Which, you know how the AMP program works. Every day or every time you're in the gym, we try to hit some kind of conditioning component. I think rack pulls are a great overall body awareness exercise, and particularly posture muscles, glutes, hams, lower back, erectors, lats, core. I haven't done them in a minute, or I haven't done them in a few years, I should say. I tapped into them a little bit last year during the comp season, but I haven't done them all year long today, and I wanted to incorporate them in somehow. Yes, I do wear wraps. I have most of my training career. Has it limited my wrist strength, forearm strength? Yes, of course. But it's also helped me with isolation movements and engaging muscles other than my wrist. In other words, if my wrist can't handle 405, but my lats can, do I not use wraps and not get proper lat activation or maximum lat activation? I say no, wear the wraps and get the weight up. Hinging at the hips, nice and controlled. I was watching my buddy Rich Kroll do these today. He sent me a little video, and he seemed like he was much more delicate than me. I feel like I was aggressive with it a little bit. But now that I'm watching this video and talking through it, I'm pretty impressed with my own form, actually. I may be a little biased though. I do actually feel I could have get a little bit more extension, pinching those shoulder blades back a little bit more at the top. Shout out to Converse for supplying me with my only footwear, whether it be in the gym, a wedding, work. Yes, we're going to watch all 10 sets. You can fast forward if you'd like. This workout took me less than 30 minutes. So it's going to be my goal, I think, with these videos is just to produce content, produce workouts that are maximum benefit for muscle building and fat loss, but minimalism in the gym. You don't need to spend an hour and a half in the gym, 2 hours a day in the gym to get the benefits. If your intensity's there, you hit it hard and heavy enough, you're good to go. That's a wrap, folks. Like, subscribe, let me know what you want to see more of. Amp Nation, next time, see you soon.